Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday, I feel like I disappointed myself. Maybe some of you guys, maybe all 21 of you guys who watched that video. But I feel like I overpromised and underdelivered, which is not something that I like to do ever. So I want to rectify it. This is not how that video yesterday should have ended. Should have stayed to my word, removed the fenders, removed the bumper, tuck the harnesses away, remove the brake booster, and remove the brake lines. But with everything else going on this month, I kind of cut a corner that I'm not proud to, and that's not where I want this channel to ever be. So even if we got to do things longer or delay things that need to be done today, we're gonna finish yesterday's video and today's video all in this video. First things first, we're gonna have to push the car forward, open the doors, tuck the harness away, remove the booster. Then we'll lift the car up. Actually, let's use our brain here. We're gonna lift the car up, remove the wheels, take the brake lines out in the wheel wells on both sides. Then we're gonna bring the car back down, push it forward, open the doors, tuck the harnesses in, remove the booster, and then we get started on the next part of this video, which is gonna be making sure this bay is ready for paint by the end of this week. This is exactly how yesterday's video should have ended. Nothing against the firewall, everything outside that needs to be out, and whatever needs to be taped up and covered. Right now we don't have any of the holes in the firewall covered because we're not really worried about it. There's no carpet inside, so right now we just want to leave that as is. We'll cover that up when we begin painting. As far as the interior goes, this windshield's dirty. I mean, this car, believe it or not, this car is still covered in oil from when the thief stole it. I never washed this car. It sat outside right about where that car is for a long time, but it still hasn't been washed. We removed the dashboard. The main reason we're removing the dashboard was because the VIN here, you guys can see they kind of chipped that up, but you can still see the last three numbers. I think it's 528. So I don't think we could get duplicates of those, so we'll just have to remove that, flatten it out, and put it back in. There's nothing else we can do. You know, if we decide to sell this car, they'll have to live with it. If they don't like it, it's not for them. Simple. Here in the trunk, everything we've taken out of the car, so center console, brake booster. I don't know if you guys can see anything from that angle. Center console, brake booster, hood latch, wiper motor, blower motor in the air box, and one of the harnesses that was inside the car, all back here. I'm trying to keep everything back here, so most of the stuff that we removed yesterday that we left on top of here, we're gonna throw in here because when we reassemble in the next, hopefully it's gonna be quick, but when we reassemble, we don't want to deal with you know, looking for things that we should have just kept good track of. These mosquitoes are chipping me up. So now that that's done, we could wash the car, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna scuff all the black stuff in the engine bay. So from the strut towers back, because this has been painted, we're gonna scuff this. So again, from this back all is going to be scuffed. From there forward is going to be sanded. Reason being, well, first we're gonna have to grind down all those welds. Same on this side here. We're gonna grind down all the welds. Then we're going to sand all this out because this is in much rougher shape, and we want this all to be unison. We need this to be as smooth as possible because we ordered some seam sealer for tomorrow, and then we need a primer and then paint. So essentially we need to make sure this is nice and flat, everything's taken care of so we can seam seal. Once seam sealed, we can primer. Once primer, we can paint. And once paint, we can drive it. There's some steps missing there, but you get the point. All right, so we just gave it a quick rinse down. You guys can see. Let me take a seat because I've been working. Look how good that is. Look how good that looks. Look at the reflection. I mean, like, it needs a little bit of cleaning, but boy, does that look good compared to that. But because thieves are thieves and they do things selfishly, because thieves are selfish people and lazy people. And if you're a thief and you're watching this, I don't wish bad upon people, but I believe in karma. And, you know, you got yours coming, buddy. You got your days numbered. Either way, enough of that little dark moment there. So I was able to clean most of all the oil off of this. I used the gunk heavy remover. I don't have it here. A heavy grease, like car engine degreaser, and then I used this degreaser that cousin Andy brought. So that between the both of them, I was taking paint off of the rat support and the primer and the black paint, and it removed all the dirt. So like if you look down there, nice and clean. And then this side had a crazy power steering leak, and that whole tow hook mount was like black. So now it's nice and clean. However, I should have power washed this before, but you can see that there's still some remnants of that there, kind of other places around. And then you can see that there's still some here, but I'm assuming all that will come off once we start scuffing it. And I know earlier I said that we were gonna scuff the back and sand the front, but actually we have to do the opposite because the front is only one coat of paint, the rear is 2 or 3 with a clear coat. So we have to take at least a clear coat off the back. So we have all the stuff here. Maybe end up sanding the whole thing, who knows. I probably will get one of the guys to come help me, at least one of the guys to come help me do that, because we're kind of, you know, losing time. It's Tuesday today, and I would like, if we're gonna get this painted, we have to kind of get this thing in primer, finish grinding down all the welds and everything, as you guys can see there and there, by, you know, I say Friday the latest. Well, this thing has to be in primer by Friday the latest. So so yeah, I mean, you know, we still gotta like touch up some of these welds, and then the seam sealer is coming in tomorrow, but we can't drop the seam sealer until we have everything sanded, because it's gonna get dirty, and I'd rather that be the last step. So what we do is we're gonna clean everything up, primer any weld or bare metal places, then we'll seam seal the seams that we need to seam seal, like that one specifically there, up there. I don't know, I did that by mistake because initially I was gonna remove the whole channel. Same thing on this side, probably do some seam sealer here and around that apron, and then that'll be the last step before primer. But I mean, things are moving. I can't lie. I'm actually, I don't know why I say that, but I'm pretty happy with the progress. I'm hopeful that we could probably get this painted by the end of this week. As far as what that means for content for you guys, every day we're gonna be here, we're gonna be recording something. Maybe we'll fill in with, you know, Brother Curvis if he ever gives me his hard drive. But at the end of the day, this is the main focus. We're gonna get this thing going, and it really sucks what these thieves did to this VIN number right here. It really sucks. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I made things better from yesterday. This should be at least a 10-minute video, but Who knows with the time lapse when I edit it down. But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and check our social medias because we're doing a burnout every day for the month of June for every new subscriber we get. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.